How is everyone?
Not bad. I'm glad it's finally a little warmer.
I know, and there's sunshine. Oh, good. Well, we'll see if anybody else shows up and go from there. I don't know where our chair is. She's been missing for a little while, so I need to have Amber knows her pretty closely, so I'm gonna have to put Amber on the case to find her. So we will roll through and get done. And then I want to get on the road to Lexington. So I'll be down there for a couple of days. So all right. Let's see. Big things. Tina, I submitted the ARC Inspire grant on Thursday, so I got it in like 25 hours ahead of time.
Awesome.
Yes. So thank you for providing that resource letter. We appreciate that. And I mean, I was like, man, that is like the ugliest thing ever. That is tough. But I laughed. I started referring to it as a third person. I was like, oh, Grant, with a capital G. He's so needy and he wants all of my time and all of these things. And I said, and I have to propose to him this week, but he's not even going to tell me until September if he accepts it or not. So, so that is all done. Now we just wait for that. Other things going on with Reach. Legislature ended on Saturday. I know there was some things going on. Bev said she stayed up till like 12:40 a.m. Saturday night, Sunday morning, watching things that I think there was something that went through from the House that was going to raise pay rates and things for public defenders and things like that. And then it went to the Senate, and then they did something and they tried to sneak something else in there. But then when it went back to the House, they caught and said, nope, you added this in there. And so they put an end to all of that. So I don't even know what all was in there. House Bill 5655 with the IDs kind of got stalled out, but there is rumor that there will be a pilot program that will start in Huntington at the Western Regional Jail, so that they will run it as a pilot there, and if it works successfully, then they'll send it out to the rest of the state. Why they have waited and they sent it through legislature and then back and forth and then waited till the last minute to say, hey, we've got a pilot program, let's try this. Don't know. So it's not dead, it's just changing. It's reincarnated, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. We are doing next week on Friday, the 22nd in Parkersburg. We will be showing the First Step documentary. The producer, Lance Kramer, will be there, and we will have a film crew from Marshall University there. We'll start at 5:00 and do a SWOT analysis and a community needs analysis of reentry and how those, how things are working, what do we need to work on, and get everything. The community is invited for that. And then at 7, we will show the documentary. Afterwards, there will be a panel discussion with some local community leaders, some people in reentry. And like I said, the producer will be there. So it'll be a pretty good day. We'll start at 5. The movie will be at 7. It's at the Smoot Theater in Parkersburg, and it's all free. So if anybody has anybody in that area, send them that way to join that. I think that's it. I think that's all I've got. So, Mr. Seth, you have anything for us? We cannot hear you, but you did not appear to be muted. Try again. You're like, I don't know. Hi. All right. That's weird. All right, we'll go on. Laura, what do you got for us? Laura Toller. We got two Lauras. You are muted.
I said, sorry, I missed part of that conversation because I had to step next door.
You're fine. You're fine. I was saying we were doing the first step documentary. We'll be showing that in Parkersburg next Friday. And then we were just talking about some stuff with legislature. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. So anything you've got going on, anything you want to tell us about?
Nothing really going on right now other than my area increase. So I have Logan County now too. So I have part of Kanawha, part of Lincoln, all of Boone, and 80% of Logan. So any support that you have available in Logan, I would appreciate.
Amber and Heather are in Logan.
Yeah.
So,
Amber's already helped me with a couple of beds.
okay. Yeah, they're our go-to girls, you know, so they know whatever.
Yeah.
And
I mean the only like concern and things that we're still having issues with is finding an inpatient for sex offenses.
Yeah.
But that'll continue to be an issue. Outpatient isn't a problem. Actually, Seth helped me with that. And then Wise Path helped me with that as well, but that's outpatient, which has been successful, but we don't have any inpatient options for it right now.
we talked about that in a staff meeting this morning about violent crimes and sex offenses and trying to find placement for both of those. Laura Garner, you have anything?
No, and there's no update from the health plan. The reminder of the $1,000 dental benefit that started in January.
All right. Tina, you have anything?
Yeah, so a couple of things. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock is the stopwatch meeting and the FRN meeting for Boone. We would love to have anybody that can join us every month or just for tomorrow. It's at 1 o'clock. So we'll be planning the community baby shower and really trying to rebuild that coalition and strengthen the Family Resource Network and Family Support Center in Boone. So if anyone can join that, that would be fabulous. And then on Friday of this week, the Opioid Response Network is coming to Fayette County. So they're going to be doing an all-day event around xylazine and some different things about substance use disorder. So if anyone has not been involved with the presentations that resource network provides, they're fabulous. They did a similar one in Cabell County in the fall. So this was really awesome for Paula to be able to put this together for Fayette County and the surrounding area. So we'll be there and have a couple presenters from the Marshall group. They're talking about xylazine and wounds and all that fun stuff that it brings. So I'm sure a lot of you have already, heard about xylazine, but it's definitely in our area. So it's a tranquilizer, animal tranquilizer that's now being mixed with a lot of the drug sources in the area. We were at a meeting last week, and Seth's brother was there and talking about some of the infants that he's treating at the Cabell Hospital. Pretty sad because there are 7 in there right now that have been exposed to xylazine, and just the withdrawal is horrific from that substance. So really keeping an eye out for that. Also working with Johns Hopkins. So today, earlier, I did an interview with them with one of their studies that they're talking about COVID and how that affected everything with housing. So they are going to be reaching out for Cabell and McDowell counties. So I will connect you guys because they're looking for people who are re-entering, going into sober living and recovery. So they will be interviewing some folks for that as well, and then releasing that study. And it was really all about, substance use disorder and housing. And I threw in re-entry, and I was like, hey, we got to make sure that we also think about the housing obstacles for someone re-entering and not substance use disorder. So I'll be reaching out, and I think I connected them to Bev already, or there was another group we're working with. So anyway, more to come as soon as that comes out as well. I think that's about all I have for now. I know that there were several different legislative days that the prevention coalitions and, counseling and recovery. I think we did a lot of those different things. And I'm glad to say that we are also moving forward with a breakthrough mural stigma campaign. So Nicholas County reached out today. So if you have any groups in any county that want to do one of these murals, I can send the toolkit out to Krisha in case you guys are interested. But really there's about 15 different designs. They kind of look like stained glass that can be painted. And then there's 8 different little like taglines that go with it. So Joanna Vance is one of the groups that are helping going around, and we have money to cover the prevention groups, and Joanna's group has money to cover the paint and everything. So really, we did EMS windows in Jackson County, and then they did a big mural on the side of the day report there in Raleigh County. So any group that's interested, they kind of just take a projector, they blow up the image, they outline it, and then everybody in the community comes and paints it. So we really, this is going to be launched statewide through the governor's education task force. So anyone who's interested in helping with that, we have kids, we have people in active addiction, first responders, people in reentry. So, and then just do a big media push about it. So that's available. We are tying it in this year also with Save a Life Day. So we changed that to September 26th. Because of Healing Appalachia being on the 19th. So we're hoping to get some murals to launch the campaign before that. And then the day of Save a Life Day, we're hoping to do some murals throughout the state. So that's something, if you guys have any buildings that want to do it, or like I said, some of the other options are just a window. If you have someone who may not have a building, available for us to paint on that has a window that, we could do a big, mural, that would be awesome as well. So those are just some of the things coming down the pike in the near future.
Those are all very, very cool things. So I love the murals, and it's just such a a great thing to see in the cities as you to bring those small towns out and stuff. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and it falls right in with the environmental strategies and the changes that the prevention coalitions are already doing. So we're super excited. We're hoping eventually to also have some of the big, like on the fences of the football, stadiums and stuff, just some of those murals that we can kind of have more permanent and stuff. But think about locations. If you have anybody that, may want to let us paint on the buildings, and very inexpensive. I mean, the paint itself was way less than $500. So if you just have an artist, and Joanna said that she can do that if they don't have an artist in the area, but I'm not a painter at all, but I can paint by number. So that's kind of what it's like.
Yep. Awesome. And then if you have flyers for the stopwatch program or thing tomorrow, or what's the Friday event, just send those to me and I can send those out as well.
Okay, I'll forward them to you.
And that made me think that when you were talking about Fayette County, my son his band is playing in Beckley on Saturday for a suicide prevention event. So at a community center or something. I don't know. I just found out about it last night. So all right, Bonnie.
All right, I'm off mute, so I feel like that's a huge accomplishment. My name is Bonnie Helvey. I'm with Endivior. So first off, I'm just here to learn. This is my first time on this particular reentry council meeting, so thanks. We have, well, my primary goal, which I think is a great one, is I get to help West Virginia any way they can with opioid use disorder, and also any secondary diagnosis with we have PERSERIS, which is for schizophrenia. So I get on these calls, I listen and just see if there's any need at all for me to help educate. We actually are working on right now, and tomorrow with a Morgantown Reentry group, I'm presenting with our team on, we're trying to help with that transition of care from behind the walls back into the community. And a lot of our facilities that we work with, they don't know about our it's called community reentry program, but we can actually help with the transition from behind the walls into the community to help them continue on their that continuity of care. Primarily, this is for SUBLOCADE. So if they have moderate to severe opioid use disorder, we can actually assist them with getting 2 doses at no charge once they're outside, which we're trying to solve the problem of, is Medicaid reestablished? What obstacles do they have? We can actually hook them up with a provider that right away, hey, after this, we can get you, have the facility go through our in-support program to make sure that they get their next 2 doses and they know where to go. Because especially in federal, prisons, they come out, they don't know, they might not be local. So we can help them anywhere, find those doses. And, if they want to, stay on Sublocade, we can help them with that. So that's been my overarching goal, and just listening to all of you, and I appreciate it. So thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie, and thanks for, stepping in now and as I, emailed you earlier today,
Yeah.
if you want to join any of the other councils or present it, any of the councils, just let me know.
Okay, I will. Thank you. I appreciate it.
We'd love to have you. So
Yeah.
okay. Seth, you want to try again?
Good luck.
I'm scared. How about now?
Yep.
All right. No, I don't have really any events or anything going on I know I've worked with Laura a little bit in the past, and obviously know Tina. For everybody else, I'm Seth Hansen, the Partnership Development Manager with Groups Recover Together. So we're a OUD outpatient program throughout the state with 7 different locations. Actually kind of specializing in the hybrid model with virtual and telehealth when it comes to the MAT program. So just I'm here to build relationships, work with everybody, honestly, other MAT programs, obviously justice involved systems, ED systems, you name it, just to be a resource for West Virginia. So.
Well, thank you, Sal. All right. Anybody else have anything?
I think so.
The only other thing I can think, Krisha, is if we can get some folks committed for us to be able to train the trauma-informed for judicial system. I'm kind of hitting some roadblocks here. So I think if we can spread the word about that, maybe get that letter that you drafted out to the reentry councils, that would be good.
Okay. Laura, we've become Tina and myself, and then there's 20 others of us that are trauma-informed care provider trainers. So we would love to be able to get it out to probation and parole or any place, public defenders, anything like that. So we can condense it down, what do we say, 4 hours, I think. So,
Yes, yeah, 4 hours.
Yeah. So Amber and I were trying to do a date in March, and we couldn't get it scheduled yet, but we're going to do one I know for sure in Logan. And then Tina, were you doing Boone?
I know that we had reached out, I forget, Foster had reached out to someone. So there's a conference in the fall. I know that they were going to try to get us in on, but I haven't heard back. I know Putnam was interested, their law enforcement and stuff, but I haven't really heard, and Fayette was interested, but I haven't really heard of any other folks that may be interested. So anyone that has connections, yeah, send them our way.
Okay. And I don't know why I didn't think of this, because I'm on the planning committee for it, but why are we not doing this at the Restorative Justice Conference in June?
That would be great. Yeah, that would be great. I think
I'm on the
planning
committee for that. And I guess because I was thinking of 1 hour increments, not a 4 hour block, but
yeah,
we can definitely put that flyer out there and have it in all of the things that, hey, we can do this for you guys. So.
Yeah. And maybe do like 2 2-hour sessions. I've seen that in some of the places, so that might. But yeah, just let me know if you need me, and I'll see if I can get on my schedule.
Okay. The Restorative Justice Conference will be June 14th and 15th, whatever that Friday and Saturday is, in Buchanan at West Virginia Wesleyan. Registration will open next week for it, I believe. We have like 30 some presenters over 2 days. So if anybody's interested in attending it, we're trying to do CEUs for all kinds of different areas. So once that opens, I'll send that out through constant contact to everybody so people can register for that. All right. Short, sweet, meetings. I love it. We all are too busy to have meetings about meetings, so let's go forth and do work. So, all right, thank you, everyone, and
Thank you.
Bonnie, go ahead.
Oh, I just said thank you.
You're welcome. And if anybody wants to present at any of the next, the upcoming meetings, just let me know. We'll get you on the schedule. So. All right. Take care, everyone. Enjoy some sunshine. All right.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.